So just trying to get an update on Jay. I'm sorry, Tori. Is he going to be available today?
No.
Okay. So just looking at you talked about yesterday, and just talking about Luka in the post and give help, but you still got to guard your guy. Is that just a matter of just, hey, it's a mano situation? Let me man up on someone, even though it's the constant pounding that he can provide in the paint.
I mean, I think it's both. I think you have to be able to guard your guy for at least 2, maybe 3 dribbles. That's in any defensive program. But we also have to provide better help than we did the other day. The court was spread out way too much. That's all I'll say about that.
Coach, on top of a cover is Luka, right? So if you put a burly guy on him, he's just going to step out. You put a longer guy on him, he's going to try to back him down. What do you do when you're a coach looking at the film trying to figure out how to stop that guy?
We don't have too many burly guys, but I'm not quite sure anybody's put a guy on Luka that's totally shut him down. He knows how to pick his spots. He's got really good footwork. Your team, again, I keep going back to this. The court was so spread out the other day. The 3-point shot mesmerizes all teams, and you tend to get spaced out too much. I think the first, second, and third thrust of resistance has to be at a high level today from the one-on-one guy, and then we have to show better integrity and lack of interruptions from iPads and computers during press conferences. I think that would help any team, especially in the playoffs when things are like at this level.
Yep.
Next question.
Coach, you talked about the spacing in that game. Was that part of the reason that you think Jalen Brunson was able to get going? Or
He's good. I keep we can sit here and talk about what we didn't do. He played well and he brought it to us. There were times where we let him get to his sweet spots. We all know he likes to go left. There were times where we had no left-hand awareness with him, but I think, we have to, again, show better resistance in the first, second, and third dribble. If it's 1 or 2 dribbles blow by and he's at the rack, it's hard. And the way the rules are now, once a guy gets going and you establish position, maybe you got to take a charge. But again, he's a good player. I mean, he did it most of the first round, and he got going with a rhythm in game 3 against us. So we got to take away some of that, just understand what he likes to do. But I mean, anytime you're playing in the playoffs, you shut down the first option or second option of a play, you're going to end up in a one-on-one environment. You got to sit down and guard.
Monty, how would you evaluate the way you guys were with paint to great in game 3?
I thought it was inconsistent. I thought Jay and Mikal did a good job of getting there when they tried to take away Book and Chris. I think Cam Payne can join that party, and Cam Johnson. And Chris and Book will be much better today, but I think Jay did a really good job. He was knocking down shots, and then he was catching it in 0.5 and getting to the basket. And I thought he did that in game 2 and found JaVale and DA or Biz. So I think that's something we have to continue to do.
When Chris and Devin are struggling, how much does it help to have the constant of Jay with the way that he's playing right now?
It's good. I mean, I didn't say it enough the other day. I thought he pretty much carried us. His shot making, talking on defense, and just settling us down. We need that from Jay. His versatility is really important to our ball club.
Coach, when you look at Payne in terms of him in this series, I know when you have him come in, it's like, let's bring a pace to it, energy and this and that. I just haven't seen that. Is it just a matter of how maybe Dallas is defending it?
Yeah.
Or did he just slow it down?
I think he's a part of the scouting report. It's not like the bubble or part of last year. Since the playoffs last year, he's a big part of the report. I mean, you can see the way teams guard him. When he gets the ball, they're loaded up, as other teams say. We call it shift, to try to take away his paint touches. So he's got to play his game. I mean, I've talked to him about that all year long, but especially in the first round, I just said, go out there and hoop. And we can live with the results. I think there are times where he can, get to the basket more and attack the paint. But to be straight, we didn't get enough stops and we didn't recover enough rebounds to get out and play in transition, which is where he's really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.